What if I told you that the greatest strength, the very traits, habits, and the mindset that pushed you to the current level of success are now the anchors holding you back from what is next? We celebrate hustle, the grit, the force of will that got us here, which is absolutely fine, and we should do that. But here is the uncomfortable truth. The version of you forged in the past pressure are now demanding loyalty. And that loyalty leads to stagnation, not because you failed, but because the identity that once served you has quietly become obsolete. Most people, they don't stall because of lack of motivation. They stall because they protect who they have been. This episode is about that moment. The moment where growth requires betraying an old self to unlock the next one. Welcome back to Abid Podcast. This is episode 62. This is where we slow things down, think clearly, and dismantle patterns that quietly limit performance. If you are looking to join back the workforce after a break, or even if you're trying to upskill yourself, to expand your horizon for the next level at your career, or even if you are trying and hesitant to take the step for the entrepreneurship, this episode will challenge how you see yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. You may ask yourself this question, or you may ask me this question: why this is matter now? We are living an era of engineered comfort. Remember this, engineered comfort. A world that have weaponized convenience against ambition. I'm sure you know the feeling. You know what needs to be done. The deep work, the difficult conversation, that content, that email that you want to write, that content of your ebook that you want to publish, that difficult conversation that you have to have it with your spouse, the sustained efforts that you have to do, and yet you hesitate. You scroll, you negotiate, you lose the day, and here what matters. You are not lazy, you are not weak, you are not undisciplined. You are operating on an outdated operating system. Let me repeat that again. You are operating on an outdated operating system. The survival you designed for energy conservation and safety. It's sabotaging the architect you, the version capable of creation and mastery. This is not a moral failure. This is a biological betrayal. And until you understand that, you will keep blaming yourself instead of updating your identity. So what is this biological betrayal? Let's understand the machine. Your brain is not designed for greatness to a certain extent. It is designed for survival. To your limbic system, hard work looks like danger. Discomfort looks like threat. Effort looks like risk. So when you try to do something meaningful, write an email, write a content, build whatever business model that you want to do, even train, even confront your actual problems, your brain fires resistance. Cortisol, friction, avoidance. This is not weakness. This is your nervous system slamming the brakes. And the modern world make this worse. We are drawn into the cheap dopamine, instant food, instant entertainment, instant validation. Your brain is trained to expect reward without effort, again, to certain limit. So when effort is required, your system panic. It reaches for the pacifier, the phone, the distraction, the excuses. This is the modern condition. Neurological soft, constantly stimulated, consuming life instead of creating it. That state of mind that I've said it a few moments ago leads to a stage I like to call it the negotiation stage. And here is where most people lose. You have a thought. I should start gymming to lose weight. Or I have this business idea I would like to have. Or even I have this idea about a training I would like to go to do it in order to upskill myself to attain the next ladder in the career. But immediately another voice answers you. I am tired. After this one thing, tomorrow I will feel better. This is the negotiation phase. The space between intention and action is where dreams die. Your brain is a master rationalizer. And because you are intelligent, you believe it. And this is the internal civil war. Higher self versus lower self. Architect versus survival animal. And here's the deeper layer, the identity layer. I want to ask you a question here. Who would you disappoint if you actually evolved? I'll give you a few seconds. Let that question sink in and answer yourself. I'll wait for you. Good. If you stopped being available at the workplace, solving everybody's problem, or being the shoulder for everyone to come for you, who will lose access? If you stopped fixing every problem that you are not involved or you are not directly involved at the workplace, who feels exposed? If you outgrow your role by going to a certain training to upskill yourself, who become uncomfortable? Growth breaks silent contracts. So people hesitate. They call it loyalty. They call it patience, but it's fear. And success makes this worse because past wins harden identity, and this is the identity lag. So what is the method to override this? We talked about the machine, so we need an override switch, a command to do that. The easiest way to do that is you don't fight resistance. You ambush it. This is the override method. And here are the steps. Step number 1, I call it the 3 seconds kill switch. The moment a necessary action appears, whatever it is, you have 3 seconds to move. After that, negotiation starts. Act faster than your brain. Act faster than your feelings, because motion creates emotion. You prove to your brain who's in charge. Number 2, starve the beast. Your brain is the beast. Your brain is fed by a cheap dopamine. So cut the cheap dopamine. Embrace boredom. When noise disappears, even hard work becomes stimulating. Attention is a limited resources. Reclaim it. Number 3, compulsive reframing. Friction is not a warning sign. It is the signal. Stress is the rep. Discomfort is the separator. You don't avoid resistance. You use it. And this is the core message of this episode. The identity shift. Habits matters. Identity dominates. You will never do the hard things constantly, which is fine. We are human beings. If you see yourself someone who is trying, kill that language. You are not trying. You require. You execute. Adapt that operating archetype. Commander set the plans. Soldiers execute without opinion. Detach emotion from the execution. How to do that? Use your environmental triggers. For example, if you are in the office and so noisy and people try to distract you from an email that you want to write or whatever work that you want to do, put your headphones if it is appropriate at your workplace. If you are going to the gym and people keep approaching you, or you are too distracted by the noise or the crowd, wear a hoodie. And even if you are in a public place and you are trying to create something creative, whether it is a case study, whether it's thinking about a project, make a space and do that. You are training the animal brain. The dog learns who's the master in real life. So this is how identity updates, through behavior, not through affirmation. So what is the payoff here? Why I'm discussing about the identity today? To create, my goal here is to create a future-proof human being. The goal is sovereignty, not joyless discipline, but deep satisfaction. Cheap pleasure is hollow, cheap dopamine. Completion is peaceful. Visualize what I will tell you now. The walk after the workout that you sweat and you feel your heart rate is high. The laptop shutting down after deep work of that creative content or the case study or even the email that you've been working on. That feeling is competence. That is, I call it the reward loop. Trigger, override, action, peace. This is your loop. Repeat it enough and effort became home. That is how you became a future proof. By the end of this video, the version of you that got you here is blocking what's next. You now have the code, but knowledge isn't power. Execution is. When this episode ends, your brain will offer distraction. Don't take it. Pick one hard thing that you have been avoiding and attack it now. And if this episode landed with you, save it, pause it, maybe you replay it. Good for you. That means you are already thinking differently than most. Our goal this year with your support is to reach 10,000 subscribers. Give this a video a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe if you are not yet. And as always, we end our episode. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep winning, and above all, keep breaking the cycle of failure. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye, bye-bye.